Vu Giang Nhat Nam was born on August 3, 1995, in Hanoi, Vietnam. Growing up in a family with a deep-rooted interest in sports, Nhat Nam was introduced to physical activities from a young age. His father, a former professional basketball player, encouraged his children to stay active, while his mother was an avid runner. Although his family's athletic inclinations leaned more towards team sports, Nhat Nam was naturally drawn to the individual nature of athletics, especially running, where he could hone his skills and compete at his own pace. From an early age, Nhat Nam showed an impressive level of physicality. His school years were filled with various sports activities, but it wasn't until he joined his local athletics club at the age of 12 that he began to realize his full potential. Initially participating in a variety of events, Nhat Nam quickly found that his true talent lay in sprints, particularly the 100 meters and 200 meters. Under the guidance of his first coach, Coach Tran Quang Vinh, Nhat Nam focused on mastering the technical aspects of sprinting, including starts, acceleration, and race strategy. He displayed remarkable speed and technique, and soon began winning local youth competitions. His natural ability and passion for the sport soon caught the attention of coaches at the national level, leading to his inclusion in the Vietnam national junior athletics team at just 14 years old. Rising talent, early success and development. 2009. 2013. Breakthroughs in youth athletics. Throughout his early years in competitive athletics, Nhat Nam experienced a steady climb through the ranks of Vietnamese youth sports. He began competing in various youth athletics competitions, making his mark at the Vietnam National Junior Championships and other regional events. It was during the 2010 Vietnam National Junior Championships that Nhat Nam first tasted success, claiming his first gold medal in the 100 meters and showing a level of talent that was well beyond his years. In 2011, at the Asian Junior Athletics Championships, Nhat Nam placed highly in the 100 meters, finishing 4th overall. But more importantly, his performance caught the attention of international scouts. This event marked his emergence as a promising young talent in the sprinting community, not only in Vietnam but also in Southeast Asia. He began training harder, setting personal goals to break the Vietnam national sprinting records and represent his country at the Southeast Asian Games, SEA Games. From 2011 to 2013, Nhat Nam continued to dominate in the junior sprinting circuit. He claimed multiple national titles in the 100 meters and 200 meters, breaking several youth records along the way. His success at the 2013 National Championships, where he won both the 100 meters and 200 meters with impressive personal bests, marked him as one of the top sprinting prospects in Vietnam. It was also during these years that he began to develop his unique running style, focusing on his form and acceleration to maximize his speed over both short and long sprints. Career peak, establishing himself on the national and regional stage. 2014-2017. Dominance in Vietnam and Southeast Asia. By 2014, Nhat Nam was firmly established as one of Vietnam's top sprinters. His performances at the Vietnam National Athletics Championships and in regional competitions were consistently among the best. He won gold in both the 100 meters and 200 meters at the Vietnam National Championships and set a new national record in the 200 meters with a time of 20.89 seconds, becoming the fastest Vietnamese sprinter in history at the time. In the 2015 Southeast Asian Games held in Singapore, Nhat Nam faced some of the region's best sprinters, including competitors from Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia. In the 100 meters, he secured a bronze medal, finishing just behind the top two competitors. While in the 200 meters, he was able to clinch a silver medal, narrowly missing out on the gold. Despite the stiff competition, these performances elevated Nhat Nam to elite status in the Southeast Asian athletics scene and proved his potential to compete at an international level. Following his success at the SEA Games, Nhat Nam continued to improve. In 2016, at the Vietnam Open Athletics Championships, he set another national record in the 100 meters, clocking in at 10.36 seconds, a time that placed him among the fastest athletes in Asia. This performance earned him a spot in the Asian Athletics Championships, where he made it to the finals of the 100 meters and 200 meters, finishing in 6th place in both events. The 2017 SEA Games in Kuala Lumpur were another significant milestone in Nhot Nham's career. He won the gold medal in the 200 meters, beating the reigning champions from Thailand and Malaysia. His time of 20.75 seconds was a new personal best and reaffirmed his status as Southeast Asia's premier sprinter. In the 100 meters, Nhot Nam finished fourth, just off the podium. But his performances in both events showed that he had the potential to compete with the best in the region. Main achievements. National titles. Nhot Nam won numerous gold medals in both the 100 meters and 200 meters at the Vietnam National Championships from 2011 to 2017, setting new national records in the process. Southeast Asian Games, 2015, 2017. He earned silver and bronze medals in the 200 meters and 100 meters at the 2015 SEA Games and claimed gold in the 200 meters at the 2017 SEA Games, solidifying his place as one of Southeast Asia's top sprinters. Asian Championships. At the Asian Athletics Championships, Nhot Nam competed at a high level, reaching the finals in the 100 meters and 200 meters and becoming one of Vietnam's top representatives on the continental stage. Vietnam national records. Nhot Nam set multiple national records in both the 100 meters and 200 meters, including a record time of 20.89 seconds in the 200 meters. Vietnam Open. His performances at the Vietnam Open Athletics Championships in 2016 and 2017 helped establish his dominance in the country and further solidified his reputation as Vietnam's premier sprinter. Final years, transition to coaching and continued influence. As Nhot Nam entered his late 20s, the physical demands of competitive athletics began to take their toll. Injuries, particularly to his hamstrings and knees, became more frequent, and the recovery time between competitions grew longer. Despite this, Nhot Nam continued to compete, though with a growing sense of uncertainty about his future in sprinting. His performances in the 2019 SEA Games were not as strong as in previous years, and it became apparent that the peak of his competitive career had passed. In 2020, Nhot Nam made the difficult decision to retire from competitive athletics at the age of 25. His retirement marked the end of a glorious chapter in Vietnamese sprinting, but his legacy as one of the country's most successful athletes would endure. After stepping away from the track, Nhot Nam transitioned into a coaching role, eager to pass on his knowledge and expertise to the next generation of sprinters. He began working as an assistant coach for the Vietnam national athletics team, focusing on sprinting and race strategy. Through his work with young athletes, he helped foster a new wave of talent, guiding them in the same way he was once guided by his coaches. His experiences as an athlete, particularly his understanding of the challenges faced by sprinters at the elite level, made him an invaluable mentor to his protégés.